Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video. Okay, this is my second time trying this around. That's why my cards are already out here. I guess Mercury retrograde wants to get the last of the technical issues out of the way. We're almost out of that, thank goodness. I did a little mini astro update for the astrology part in my previous reading. I'll try to link that in the end screen if you want to check that out. But we have better energies coming in. Okay, so anyways, I want to be the first to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank you all for being here and sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much. So for this oracle reading, my goodness, we have a lot coming out, and that just goes to show how a lot of changes are happening here. Just breathe, okay? Focus on maybe your breath work, meditation, positive vibes here, prayers and affirmations, because look at the bottom of this deck. We got happy, happy, breathe, co-create, milk and honey. This is a great time to work on creative endeavors, and that's like whatever you like, whatever you want to create from yourself. Okay, this is a great time for that. First two cards out, okay, we have 50, which is no place like home, and we have 28, which is building blocks, and we have change with 5s, and we have with 10s, we have endings. And in my, like I said in my previous reading where I did a little update, endings over the next 2.5 months, things that are not meant to go and carry on with you for the next 20 years, those things are ending and wrapping up in the next 2.5 months. So you might see if things need to change or are supposed to change, some things might really be changing over the next 2.5 months for you, so that the next 20 years can be a direction that you can literally go in, or whatever, you know, beyond the next 2.5 months. So we got imagine and why. So we have 20, which is 2. 2s talk about couples, unions, more than one, right? Someone to do things with, okay? Or you and your higher self, if you want to look at it like that. But we have imagining, and then we have 31, which is why, and that turns to 4. And if you're drawn to this reading, okay, maybe you want answers or something, you might be getting them, okay, if you had questions or something. And then we have community and the fates, which is 17, which turns to 8, all right, and that's abundance, all right, infinity symbol. And we have another 8, so you could be seeing 8s in general, 8s, 88, whatever, 808, that's the one I see a lot, and community. So there is something that's meant to come into fruition. Maybe you have manifested this. I don't know. I'm excited to see, though. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, but I can tell you that astrology-wise, there's going to be changes for you Aquarians over the next 2.5 months. I'm telling you, because Pluto is going to be in our sign starting November 19th for the next 20 years, and that's going to be very impactful because Pluto is about change and transformation. So, and even for the people, okay, so it's going to be change and transformation, even in technologies and stuff like that, a lot of advanced growth. So know that whatever is not meant to be, something stressing you out, if your job is meant to change, or your relationship, or anything is meant to change for you in your household, right there, okay, or even moving, building, it's happening. It's going to be happening. The path is going to be cleared out. You guys know in your readings, not meant for you has come out a couple of times, and that's what's clearing out. What's not meant for you, what's not meant to go along with you, those are the areas in your life where you're probably going to see change in the next 2.5 months, so that this new life, new beginning can come in, whatever's meant here. Show me what I need to see. Going to do the Celtic cross. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So that's a card of great independence. It's a card of wealth. It's a card of if you're opening your own little business, a sole proprietor. But there's like another little energy here. Maybe you're being guided. Maybe you're aligning. That's like a co-creation card, co-creating with someone else. But it's happiness. My goodness. It's happiness. We have the Sun card, Leo energy. Maybe you will be aligning with one, who knows. It is the happiest card of the deck, so it does it does serve a very good positive purpose for you. The Hangman and the root energy talks about Piscean energy, also talks about stagnation, things not going in forward movement. This is what's clearing out. If anything's been holding you guys up, these are the things that are clearing out, especially over the next 2.5 months. These are the things clearing out, at least until November 19th. I don't know when you're going to watch this, but November 19th is when Pluto enters our sign. So definitely what's not meant for you is going to be going, and karmic relationships. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There might be some karmic situations leaving. We do have strong Aries, Leo, Sag, and we have strong Piscean energy here. You might even recognize some people in your life that are just, things will change automatically. Even if you're not the one who does it, it's just weird how the universe has a way of just aligning things at just the right time. Some of you are moving on from difficult situations, relationships, okay, to have a new beginning. But it's time, because I can see a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, backstabbing, literally, hopefully not literally, but you know what I mean, metaphorically. Tell me about the past. The past. Maybe you've thought about returning to something that you love to do or love to be around, okay, but you just haven't done that yet. That can be talking about returning to something. Or maybe you've thought about ways to make more money, because this is a card of financial independence. And if you've been having some sort of thoughts about how to be financially independent on your own and not have to rely on an employer, or to go to a better place of employment, I see that here. If you've thought about how to align with more abundance, and we did see the 8s, so that's also favorable for you. Show me what crowns this. Landed on this independence. I heard secretly, okay, we have Piscean energy. This is things that are hidden, things that maybe go through your mind that you don't tell anybody. You just sort of keep it to yourself. And it has to do with maybe a way that you want your life to go, and especially if you want to be a more sovereign being. Not to say, not that you're not self-reliant, but like if you don't want to, like if you want to create something like work from home, or do something that's more, like your own little baby, your own little business, okay, and that's just sort of like, you haven't maybe said it, maybe you have kept it under wraps, okay. That's the energy I see here, Piscean energy with the moon. It can also be, dreaming, like a dream or something that you've had, and maybe there's some things that aren't very clear about it. The near future, I don't have any movement toward that, but that's also the near future. Remember, Pluto comes in November, so what's going to be happening now is you might feel like organizing, you might feel like getting rid of things you don't need. You might feel like a move or a change is coming, and you just need to like be ready or something like that. Even if you don't know, you just might feel an urge or a nudge to do something. Don't ignore it, because literally, like, this is the cleanup time, the cleanup period, so that things can align and shift when Pluto comes in permanently. So in the near future, I don't see like going after or going toward it just yet. I see more of things, thoughts, feelings, okay, of what you want, and maybe sort of putting them into perspective, okay, so that you can take action in the future. So literally, you might be putting things in their place. And again, I have 2 return cards. Maybe someone is even returning to you, okay, maybe. But to keep this about you, I definitely feel that it's more about something you might be returning to, a passion or a love or something like this. But for those of you who might be waiting on the return of somebody, I do have 2 return cards and a broken heart. Okay? And that's what causes somebody to break the silence. whether it's someone who breaks the silence with you or vice versa. But somebody sort of gets out of their head here, and it could be someone you used to work with or live in some sort of small community, or even maybe possibly go to school with. Okay, but it's definitely somebody, if you're expecting someone, it's someone you know could be coming your way that used to work with them, and this could be a person who's just sort of on pause, not doing anything. But like I said, if it's your energy, you might be, oh, look what came out in the Emperor. That's Divine Masculine, the boss, or somebody in a Yang energy. Somebody like that, if you're waiting, could be returning. But I feel like some of you, it's not about a person returning. It's about you returning to what you love. Tell me about the environment. Decisions, right? What do we choose? Or so sometimes it can be confusing. We can daydream about so much. So with the Seven of Cups and the Moon card and the Two of Swords, I really see that the environment, which can be external to you, can be somebody making a decision who was confused, okay, didn't know what they want or didn't know how to approach, because this landed on third party energy, okay? It also landed on reunion energy, but there's the Devil here. So let's just say if somebody wants to sort of return to you, somebody wants to maybe start over with you, maybe somebody was living sort of a karmic lifestyle, okay? This could be, if you're waiting on someone to return, or even if you're not waiting on someone external to you could be looking at you as someone that they have feelings for, but they were sort of in a toxic period in their life, okay? And this is them thinking about, you know, sort of planting some new seeds, because the ones that they were planting, they weren't really going anywhere for them. They were karmic, okay? But if this is for you, I see you making a decision. I see you getting more clarity about what it is, what direction, or what it is you want to do, okay? And that's what all of us are going to be getting when that Pluto gets comfortable in our sign, and we're definitely going to be having a lot of change. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. So we'll definitely be having a lot of change when that happens, because now it's been wobbling between Capricorn and Aquarius. And right now, Sunday, it's going to be in Capricorn until November 19th. And then it's on to us. And when it's on to us, that's when a lot of forward movement for us is going to happen. So like I'm telling you right now, it's sort of like the cleaning up period, getting things ready and in order period for us, so we can transition and go higher. That is the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Venus energy. Venus is really prevalent as I do this reading right now. Don't know when you're going to watch it, but the week I'm doing this reading, Venus is very active. This is coming in. I don't think you'll recognize it or will realize it, okay? We have Archangel guidance here. I want one more card, and then we will clarify. The Emperor. The Hermit reverse. Okay. This landed here. Somebody may reach out to you about a job, or someone who is, you know, let's just say Yang or Divine Masculine may reach out to you. Someone may resurface here. Could be a Virgo, the Hermit energy. The Hermit talks about somebody has been doing reflecting, whether you reflecting on if you want to do this new endeavor, do this new job, open this new company or business, because it can literally be you opening something and then telling everybody, getting the word out here with this, because there was something kept under wraps. Now, either someone's feelings were kept under wraps for you, or you've been sort of keeping it in of what you want to do, okay, where you want to shift your life to, and maybe how you want to spend, you know, the next 20 years or the rest of your life or something like this, depending on where you're at. And it's like then coming out about this. And some of you may say, look, I want to move. And then you sort of tell everybody. And it could be hard. It could be hard, especially if you're leaving people behind, right? But it's for you. Everything here seems like it's for your highest good. And we have the fate. So we have the fate. There's something that's just destined and it's time. So this next 2.5 months, whatever, it's going to wrap up so that you can go to your new fate, your new destiny. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yep. Temperance here, which is Archangel guidance. It's Sagittarius energy and it's blending. I do feel like I do feel like the universe is sending two energies together, whether it's you and another person, you and a job, or you and your higher self, you with this ideal of something that you're meant to generate or grow that's going to bring you a lot of independence, because it could be you opening something as sole proprietor to something, okay? Tell me about the Sun card. Ace of Cups. You're going to love it though. Whatever this is, you're going to love it. This next phase, whatever you're being guided to do, you're absolutely going to love it. It's going to bring you joy. Whether I'm going to give you an example. If you're an artist and you want to go and you want to do art, and that's the direction you want to go, you really enjoy painting or creating, that's where you're going to go. Or if you're a builder, a home builder, or a contractor, a mechanic, that's where you're going to go. Whatever it is you love to do. If you're retired and you're like, Colleen, I ain't working no more, I just want to enjoy my life, maybe you want to enjoy it with grandkids or your pets or something and just have fun, because this is a gift from the universe of love. And a gift of universe from the love can literally be a soul that comes in like a grandchild, like a pet. It can be a new love as well. So there's something here for everyone is what I want to say. I don't want an older generation to look at this and say, oh, it's not for me, it's for the younger generation. No, this energy is bringing something for every one of us. Tell me about the Roots, the Hangman here. Piscean energy. Five of Cups reverse. And this is having a very, this is starting to gain a very positive mindset. This is starting to say, and really realizing, look, I do have something to live for. I do have something that I enjoy doing, okay? Because this is the energy of sadness and regret. This is the energy of recognizing the loss more than recognizing what is still left in life. And this is an energy like if you've lost anyone and you felt like life isn't just isn't worth kind of living it sometimes, but you live. This is also seeing that there is something to live for. It's not time to hang up your hat. It's time to get out and live, and that there is something to live for. So I do like this energy. And because of that, whatever is not meant for you is going to leave. And it's if these were these lessons to learn, even if it was just that, hey, I got something to live for, or hey, it's not all doom and gloom, okay? That's what you're going to recognize. That's what you're going to recognize. Especially if you've had any sort of self-negative talk or anything negative related to money or finances. Love. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Yes. Some of you are going to some of you may realize with this four of Wands here that you were shacked up possibly in a karmic situation, because on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles reverse, and this somebody may realize that they want to be in a more equal or more respectful, or because karmic is learning lessons, okay? And somebody, like someone's relationship could look good from the exterior, but on the inside there were problems. And it could involve Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay, Piscean energy. But it's somebody's gaining this recognition that, hey, if this isn't working out in my life, this can. So Four of Wands talks about also it's a time to align with that. It's a time to celebrate, and it's a time of more stability, okay? Because now we got 4 legs on the table. We don't have 3 legs or 2 legs on the table. The Four of Wands, we got 4 legs now. There's stability here. I do see that there's somebody who's been cut off from you, whoever this person is, and this person had to learn some sort of karmic lessons, okay? If you're a cross watcher, maybe it's vice versa, and Aquarius had to learn some karmic lessons before aligning with you. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles reverse. 8 of Pentacles reverse, and the 8 of Wands. So if there's been any issues when it comes to money, because the 8 of Pentacles is also reverse, if there's any issues when it comes to money, I feel like there's some good news coming about that. Good news, all right? I feel like a lot of good communication about this, but before it was confusing. There was a 7 of Cups, but it looks like you align with somebody here, a very powerful person. And you might hear from that. It can be, you know, if you were looking to collaborate, if you're a YouTuber and you were looking for collaboration or someone to promote you, it could be that. It could be if you're looking to hear from a job, it could be that. If it's love and you were looking to hear, like I said, if somebody's returning, this could be that divine masculine counterpart that you were waiting for the arrival of. And there's no gender that applies to that, because divine masculine is just yang energy, and yang isn't all of us, but the person who primarily operates out of yang, it doesn't matter if they're male or female. That's what I see for that. So there's going to be improvements. Going to be improvements when it comes to that, especially if it's been financially tough. Tell me about the moon. That's what I felt like. Time to set things into place, all right? This next couple of months, start setting things into place, all right? Getting ready. That means organizing your thoughts, organizing your environment so that you can think straight. Organize, start writing things down, making a plan, all right? Literally put things into place like this person is. It's a 9 of Wands. Try something different. And if you've had problems with finances or they're just stagnant, it's saying here, if you've had an ideal, if there's something you've been keeping to yourself, it's time to put it into action. All right. And if you can't literally put it into action because of finances, I do see a person, someone coming in, or there's some sort of money coming from somewhere, but write it down. That's a form of manifestation. Write it down, because that is what's trying to happen here. And if someone's coming toward you, then somebody could also be making a plan your way, and they might literally be writing, okay, saying, look, I've learned my lessons, but this, because somebody might have even graduated school. I have graduation cards here, and somebody really getting hired in their field. Tell me about this King of Wands. The Fool. You have a new beginning that's coming in. The whole problem with this is it's not right away in the near future, but it's coming. Okay, it's coming. Like I said, this next 2 months, get yourself organized. Your thoughts, your mind, your house. Get it all organized, so when this change comes, you're flexible, because you guys know that's been coming out in the readings, to be flexible, because you might be pretty busy when this change happens. You might be busy moving. If someone's picking up your ideal, you might be, you know, busy doing contracts or creating something. You might get a burst of energy when Pluto comes in, and you might you don't know what you could start doing. So it's really saying now, anything you don't need in your life that you can physically do something about it right now, do it. If it's negative thoughts, get rid of it. If it's clutter, get rid of it. And write down what you want, and write down your ideals, because this is fixing to happen. This is the cleanup period. This is the get ready, get organized period. Okay, so I would take this very seriously. I would. because this is going to be change. It's going to be change. It's fated to be change in some area of your life. And being organized is going to help you to be prepared for that. Having your thoughts down, having everything where it needs to be so you can go, you can bounce, you can do what you need to do. That's Aquarius energy. It's a brand new beginning. Tell me about the the Eight of Cups. The High Priestess in reverse. You will probably hear from somebody, but this isn't going to be during the retrograde period. I don't feel. You are going to hear from somebody, and it's not always a bad thing, retrograde. If you think about it, things just slow down because planets never really stop and go in reverse, do they? No, they just slow down. So keep in mind, I do have 2 cards of return, and somebody could be returning and speaking up, all right? And they might be very generous. And this person, I really honestly, guys, don't think that you know what they're going through, and I don't think that you will expect this person. Even if you're expecting them, like you're not expecting them, if you know what I mean. Maybe you want someone to return, but you're not expecting them. That could be the person that returns. Tell me about the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. And we have Scorpio energy, Pisces, Cancer, but it's someone... Someone is emotionally closed off until the right time. And I feel like they have to get their mindset right. That's when it's going to be the right time, or their heart, their mind, something. There's something that person could be going through that didn't work out. We have here 7 of Pentacles, which talks about divine timing, but it also talks about something in this person's life that maybe didn't come to harvest or fruition. And I've been channeling that for you guys, that somebody could come in after a very difficult time, whether you know this person or not. And this is the divine masculine. This is also the job, if you were waiting for that job. So I have the Emperor here, not once but twice, but it's on the bottom of the deck. But this is the person who's stuck. This is the one who's stuck. Tell me about the Hierophant. So I feel like it's destined for you and this person to do something here together. 4 of Swords reverse tells me there's a movement. If there was a person who ghosted, just had no they weren't active, weren't moving toward you, there's going to be a change in that. They are going to move toward you. And if this is just like I said, you yourself opening a business, doing something on your own, this is you finally getting out of your head and doing it, or you figuring out a creative solution to make it happen. Now the last card is the Emperor. So I have 2 messages with this in case you guys get confused with my reading. One is you might be opening your own thing, doing something, working from home, or doing something creative that you enjoy. And this is something you're figuring out that you're going to be doing either for the rest of your life or the next 20 years. Some of you, this is a person who's returning. They've been holding back until the right time. And the right time could be as things are finishing up in your life, because maybe you and this person are going to spend the rest of your life together or do something together over the next 20 years or so. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the Emperor who is going through this crisis or change. And it can be anything. It can be, it was a karmic type of lesson. So whether they had a toxic cycle, like this person's drinking, this is a lot of drinks, they could be quitting that if they had a toxic cycle. If they had toxic people in their life, that could also be leaving, and that would be the person returning. So 2 storylines. Somebody could be returning, or you could be literally opening your own thing, or starting that, or working from home, but like being your own sort of boss. Let's close out with that fell. Oh, this came on the pre-shuffle. Bonus card. Have no fear. Fear is the trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So this could be if you have fear of failure, like, you know, you're afraid you can't do this, you can do this. Don't let fear hold you back, whether it's you want to be with somebody who's returning in your life, or if you want to open your own business or work for home or change jobs, don't be afraid, okay? You got this. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and namaste, my friends.